we're going to have the lovely Cynthia Conte from Ring Magazine. And now the co-host of the baddest women's boxing podcast, period. So she's also going to be joining us tomorrow for the live fight chats that we call, since we have the rights to the fights from Mexico. And she's going to be joining in our live fight chat and festivities. Cynthia, how are you?
Hey, guys. Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry, I had Doritos in my mouth. They're like, come in. Thanks. Oh, it's nice to see you guys. You know what? I've only sat in your show once, and that was at the Gennadiy. Yeah, the Superfly card.
Yeah, the podcast row. I remember.
At the Forum, I believe. Outside.
Yeah. Oh, no. I think we also had you for Jacob's Canelo, too, though. I think inside.
Inside.
Yeah.
But now it's nice to be here.
Yeah, it is. And it's nice to always get a chance to see you guys now. I see that you're also doing your thing. Did I say the name of the podcast correct?
So we've actually changed it. It is the best women's boxing show, period.
Okay, that's what I said.
Because a lot of people get a little upset with the word bitches. So we're just like, okay, we'll keep it firm, but it's still good, and it's good.
Okay, and where could people find it if they want to listen to it?
They can find it on our YouTube at Best Women's Boxing Show. And then we have a Twitter, which Best Women's BSP. And then Instagram. I don't know the Instagram name because it's so many different words. But just look on my socials, and also Giandra LaBeouf's. And I'm at The Real Fight Girl on Instagram.
So it's just you and Giandra are the two co-hosts?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was...
So Claudia Trejos was part of it, but she also, whenever she has time, but it's really me, Giandra and I, since she's in Miami, and she's also more of a broadcaster for like Dazn.
Mm-hmm. And what is it, once a week, once a month?
We do once a week. We're building up to twice a week, and we do maybe 2 to 3 shows while we're here.
Oh, wow.
Bust it all out. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, obviously, we're going to be having you on tomorrow for some live fight chat. But today is our flagship edition where we basically talk about all this weekend's fights, preview and predict, or any news and notes. So I think that the biggest thing that's happening right now, I would say, is obviously Gervonta Tanks Davis tweet that he deleted, basically saying that Mayweather is a jealous mother effer. And
wait, when did he tweet this? Right now?
Today. Yeah.
Oh, it's on the screen.
Oh.
So he basically is saying, like, this guy had a press conference, which is Tank's press conference, plus a fight announcement, which Floyd announced a legit fight in Dubai today. And Tank is just unhappy because, it's like, if it's my press conference, focus on me. So he goes on to say that you can have all the money in the world and still be jealous of a person.
Is it that salty between them?
I guess so. I mean,
is he?
Have you? Oh, so you haven't been following it because there's been other tweets.
I've seen the other tweets, and then they've been deleted. I just got to see briefly the face off with him and Rolly, and I'm like, okay, I see Leonard, but I don't see Floyd. And I figured because he announced his big fight in Dubai, and I'm thinking, who is he signed with now? I saw Floyd say a very nice tweet, like maybe a week or 2 weeks. You know what? This is great for Rolly. He knows exactly what he's doing. I'm proud of him, blah, 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 blah. I don't think Floyd tweeted that, though, personally. I think one of his handlers did. But it's just kind of weird that there's no promotion for this fight. And they've already said this. Even Gervonta said that there's no promotion for my fight. I'm fighting this bum. Why am I fighting this bum? I'm sorry, Rolly, but that's what they said. And it's kind of weird that he tweets it. And you know damn well when you tweet it, it's out in Twitterverse. I don't care if you delete it because you already screenshotted it. So it doesn't matter.
The internet is undefeated. You can't put something out there and expect it to go away. It's there forever. But there are a lot of fights. Anybody in particular you're looking forward to being in the ring this week? Because we got some pretty big names in action.
Yep. Well, there's a Fundora fight.
That's
a very good fight. And I just saw Tony Harrison's mom. Yep. I didn't realize Tony Harrison was on the card, and I like him. Yep. I mean, especially when he fought Charlo twice. Who else is fighting
Did
this
you
week?
see him jump off the stage at the press conference?
Oh,
I was about to mention that.
You was here
I was
working.
working. So why? What happened? Tony?
Let me show
Tony
you.
did?
Hold on a second.
Let's show you.
Damn, all this happened?
Yeah, we'll show you.
What? Okay, let's look
We
at it.
got it on our Instagram. Let me see.
Waiting on us.
Here we go. Come on, bro. Give me a chance here.
And then want to run it, and then want to do one little whole shit, little bitch ass nigga.
So he's talking to Louis Cubas Aries here from the
Niggas
stands.
don't know how to sit back and
Look at Lubin's smile. You see all Lubin's teeth. He's so entertained.
Talk about shit that you want to lose and still talk about motherfucking fight. Shit. Oh yeah, but. You a fucking lame ass nigga. You a lame ass nigga. You
here on this stage. Hey,
He throws rubber duckies at him.
Oh,
No, he throw a punch. That's
and then
a punch.
he throws a punch.
Oh.
let's get you back on stage. Let's get you back on stage.
Yo, I didn't even know that. Is that why Tony's mom walked out of my interview with Alicia Baumgardner?
Stage, people.
Oh, I didn't know all this. This is some spicy stuff.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I want
The weigh-in was also good, though. I mean, the press conference with Tank, and that's the whole nother state, and that was just as spicy.
Right. And then what was it yesterday when we had Ryan and Emmanuel to go in the ring with their back and
I think
forth?
that was staged. I'm sorry.
You think so?
I thought that was staged.
Why do you think that?
I don't know why.
Ryan just didn't sound right to me, but
I personally think it was staged, and I just there was not enough pushing and shoving, and not enough like oomph behind the words that they were saying, like the spit.
Austin,
like
let me
they
get
didn't
the
say
screen
it with
share.
their chest.
Look at you. Look at you. I want to see you. Keep talking about it. Shut up. Shut up. What are you going to do right now? It's about to be game over. Game boys, it's about to be game over. I promise you.
You see what I mean?
Look, Ryan put his hands up.
Let's go.
So what's your impression?
I mean, if it's for the fight, it's. I personally still think it was staged, and if it's going to help sell the fight, and it's Ryan's comeback, and I'm happy to see him come back, and against To Go. Is that how do you say it?
Yeah, To Go.
I mean, he's supposed to win, but we'll see. Anything can happen in boxing, and.
We had Emmanuel to go on the show last.
Yeah. He said in the 5th round he's gonna do the drunken master. Like Emmanuel Augustus.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What does he think about Ryan?
He said it's game over.
Like, does he even rate him at all?
He called him a good fighter.
He did say he was a good fighter. He just said that he's never been in the ring with somebody like him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll find out Saturday. A lot of good fights. I didn't. Yeah.
We'll
well,
see.
What about Gennadiy? You excited to see? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You sure?
We're good.
You sure?
We're good. We're good.
This guy's been having it with me. I've been cutting him off too much.
Come on. We're good.
Oh.
We have a thing. He's terrible at cutting people off. And, so we go back and forth about it.
No,
on
it's
the
all
show.
right. We always say, "I'm sorry." Go ahead.
But Gennadiy and
Murata.
Yes, Ryota Murata.
I'm excited about this fight because I love Gennadiy. I just seeing him. I just wish the fight came a lot sooner, but obviously pandemic. It's gonna really show where he's at. Does he still have it? I mean, yeah, he's hitting almost 40, but does he still have the chin? Does he still have the power? Murata, he can upset the apple cart, and just like Canelo.
But he hasn't been out 3 years since 2019.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, it was like
he won
it's
the
been
top
like 2.5.
right?
Yeah, it's like 2.5.
I mean,
like
they all out. Yeah,
I think it's like 28 months. That's actually that's still 2.5.
Yeah. So I mean, and especially fighting in Japan, anything goes. We'll see. I mean, we'll all be up at 5 a.m. I think. I hope you guys are up at 5 a.m.
We're gonna be here.
I'll be in bed watching it with my baby, putting him to bed. But no, I think it's a good fight, and it's gonna really see. We're gonna really see where Gennadiy's at, and personally, I don't think he really cares. It's like he's done so much in his career. If he gets a Canelo fight, he gets it. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
So you don't think that him knowing that he has that, should he win, And should Canelo win that, he has that fight in September. You don't think that's like in the back of his mind at all? And maybe...
I mean, I think so, especially with Canelo saying that they still have beef. It's personal, and Gennadiy's like, I don't. It's not personal in that sense, but it's going to be a different.
Did you hear what Gennadiy said?
It's a different type. What did he say?
He said, "Oh, it's interesting that Canelo says it's personal. Why did it take 4 years?"
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't like that?
Yeah. And
no,
so,
I didn't see it. I didn't see that.
I heard that, and so I mean, the hatred's real. Obviously, we saw it, but. I still would love it to see a part 3. A lot of people don't care to because Canelo is looking to be great, to be undisputed in like 2-3 different divisions.
I'm one of those people.
You're one of those?
I'm one of those people, and I'm secretly pulling for Ryota Murata.
Hey!
Because, Eddie Hearn made it clear they already got plans to go after the Smith Jr. and the Beterbiev, the Joe Smith Jr.
But plans get ruined.
Plans do get ruined, right?
Plans get ruined.
Plans do get ruined.
I mean, like I said, I want to see where Gennadiy's at. That's it. And then if is Ryota Murata able to take one of Gennadiy's bomb punches? If Canelo couldn't go down from it, then I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if Murata's chin.
Yeah, and I mean, he's obviously been down before, so it shall be interesting. We will be up. We're excited for that. And then I think the fourth and final fight of the weekend is Mikaela Mayer against
Jennifer Hahn.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good fight. Mikaela Mayer, I mean, she had to take the fight, obviously, because when we talked to Alicia and why they're not fighting, I get it. Because there's mandatories and then there's belts and there's business for undisputed for more money. But Mikaela, she's battle tested. We saw her against Hamadouche where she became unified champion, and she's a beast. And Jennifer Hahn, obviously, she said she had to take the fight so she stays busy. And Jennifer Hahn is tested. She's battle tested against Katie Taylor. She went 10 rounds. I think Mikaela will be able to close her out. I think it will get stopped. I personally think so. Okay. I personally think so. But Mikaela, we just get to see she gets better and better every time she's in the ring.
All right. Yeah, busy weekend of fights.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything else?
I have some questions for her from the people. We got Mike D in Virginia. He says, if you could make a fantasy fight card of past and present boxers, male or female, who would it be?
Past and present boxers?
Past or present.
My fantasy, I would still like to see as a part 5, I believe, or 4, I don't even know.
Manny Pacquiao?
No, Antonio Barrera and Morales, because obviously we've seen them in the ring, we see them in a podcast, but I think they can still hash it out if they got somewhat in like semi-prime. I would like to see them in the ring. I would love to see Manny Pacquiao again in the ring against probably one of them, because those were such legacy fights. Mike Tyson. So people don't know that my favorite Mike Tyson fight is against Razor Ruddock 2. If there was a Razor Ruddock 3, that would be it. And then Christy Martin versus Layla Ali, but if they were at like a same weight class instead of jumping up in weight. Yeah.
Like on a pound for pound level, right?
Yeah,
like,
on a pound. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. And then, oh, Lord, this is a hard one. I would like to see Leo Santa Cruz and Frampton in their primes for their, was it third in their primes.
Yeah, those were good fights.
Yeah.
They definitely at least needed to give us that third because they were 1-1.
Yeah. And then, man, because they're the ones, I like it when they throw punches and bunches. There's like over 1,000 punches. Oh, and then Chocolatito versus
Nonito.
Oh, Nonito. Oh yeah, Nonito. Well, we're gonna get Nonito in the Monster. So,
but it should have been Nonito and Chocolatito.
That eventually may happen, but I don't.
Only way is Nonito wins. That's the only way, because if he loses again to,
well, I mean, he could go down to 15.
Yeah, but you don't think if he loses, he's gonna retire? He's like 39 right now. 38.
I have him in studio next week. So I will ask him. Why are you guys laughing?
Because he's been asking
He's been asking us
when he's gonna come, but he's horrible.
But he hasn't got back to us.
No, it's
So
not
whenever we're
him. You
live-
gotta go to the wife, Rachel
go to Rachel.
Donette.
No, and I
she
sent
will
them
be
that
with us
message.
too. So you can do business with her and whatever Rachel the boss says.
Rachel the boss.
But you know what? She is the manager. She is the wife. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
No, they both were on our live chat, right? We were because we go live so
yeah.
much.
They tune into the
They
show.
Yeah.
they jumped in and then they got on the show via Zoom. But I'm like, yo, we're all in Vegas.
Yeah.
Cut this, come to the show. So then they said, okay, so message us for the address and stuff. But
And this was before
just
the fight.
yesterday, he reached back. He's like, oh, I just got out the gym. I'm like, dude, I sent you mad messages. That's all you send me?
No, mine was like it took some time. I was like begging Rachel. I'm like, please. I think also because she's always wanted to do a panel or a podcast with women to talk about women's boxing and boxing. So that was my in. And so we have that segment, Talk Your Shit. And she's like, girl, I need more than 30 seconds to talk my shit. I was like, girl, you need like a whole hour to talk your shit in boxing with the people. So, but yeah, I'll ask Nonito what he thinks about fight.
I'm sure we'll be here. Actually, he said no. That's why we know he'll go to 15 because he said he liked that fight.
Yeah.
He liked that fight.
I mean, think about it. He's been around for so long. He's Hall of Famer already.
Absolutely.
And to choose to go into a rematch, I mean, it's a well-deserved rematch with him in a way. And to stay in, and he stays fight ready all the time. He doesn't go out of shape. He doesn't party. He doesn't do anything. So he can take a fight like that.
Absolutely. No, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
It's like on a weekday though.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we have a listener that he keeps like bombarding us with messages. Oh, if you're going to Australia for Haney, then you're going to Japan for the monster right after, right? And we're like,
And are you paying for it? You know,
right? Exactly.
It costs money.
Right, exactly.
Exactly. A lot of it. We have James in San Antonio says, have you ever been to my hometown of San Antonio, Texas? And if so, how was your experience? If not, out of all the cities boxing has taken you, which is the most memorable and why?
I think I've never been to San Antonio.
Wow.
I've
Wow,
never.
no Broner Maidana?
No, I didn't get to go to that one. I would always cover the Dallas one, but I think my most memorable one would always be my very first fight I covered was MSG New York, Gennadiy versus Jacobs.
Oh, is it memorable because it's New York and you're West Coast?
No, I mean I lived in New York, so
Oh, you have?
I did. I lived there for almost 7 years.
Oh, wow.
But I think it was because it was my very first time being thrown in with media, and I'm like, what the fuck is Scrum? Like, what is this? Why is everyone
Yes.
holding a phone, holding a camera, and then asking questions? And I've never seen anything like that because I'm used to seeing because I used to work in news, so I'm like, I would see cameras, like professional cameramen. So I was like, oh, and then just thinking, wow, I get to really ask a question to these boxers, and they'll either answer it or just, they don't care. But, and also, it's something I love to do. I get to just watch the fight and then just watch the memorable fight that Chocolatito should have won.
Let me tell I was just going to say that I'm still pissed to this fucking day because I felt he won that fight.
He did win that
fight.
fight.
But because of the headbutt and all the blood, he looked like the beat fighter.
Yeah.
When I didn't feel that way, had he not lost, I don't think there would have been a second Sobran Visa fight.
Yep.
He doesn't lose, and we get Chocolatito. Man, I was hurt when he lost.
I was really sad, and his uncle was my trainer over at Gleason's in New York.
Oh, okay.
And so he has a son named Chocolatito JG. He fights. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, is Chocolatito your son? He's like, no, I don't. No. He's like, that's my nephew. I'm like, wait, Roman? He's like, yeah. And he used to be a fighter himself from Nicaragua, an Olympian. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know this. I'm like, you never told me. He's like, because you never asked. I'm like, okay.
You should have asked.
I should have asked.
Right.
So I have a special place in my heart for Roman and their family.
We got Young Tigre, and also in San Antonio, that says, how many rounds does Rolly win against Tank?
Oh, I think out of 12 rounds, I don't even think it's going to go past 4.
How many of those 4 do you give Rolly?
2-1-2. I mean, yeah. It's because Rolly's a really ugly, not dirty fighter, like in the sense of like he breaks the rules. He just is going to make it very, very ugly.
Awkward.
Yeah, very awkward, ugly to throw Tank off. Because Tank is, you have to be able to eliminate his big punches.
Right.
So he's going to have to throw off the rhythm of like, almost kind of like when say, God, I hope I don't get in trouble. So when people have no rhythm, it's like a 1-3 beat, like a I don't even know how to do that. That's what Rolly has to do in order to fuck Tank up, because Tank has like, it's a rhythm for him to get in there and do what he needs to do, and Rolly's just gonna have to just go balls to the walls.
We got a super chat from Alex Corona, and he's saying Golden Boy versus Tito Trinidad 2 would have been awesome. So he's just piggybacking off of the James Valdez question, asking you about the fantasy fights. But Cynthia, I know that you're busy and you're going to be spending time with us tomorrow, so we're going to go ahead and let you get to your rest of your night. I want to thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us tomorrow, obviously in advance.
I'm excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. Don't forget to let everybody know where they can find your podcast and today's episode with Alicia Baumgardner on there.
Well, we are not going to drop that one just yet. We're going to drop a little clip because she was throwing some bombs about Michaela Mayer. But we are going to be dropping the David Benavidez, because he responds to Caleb Plant's accusations, Jose Benavidez's response to Caleb Plant's accusations, and that was fire. David was going off. That whole thing could have been Talk Yo Shit episode.
Wow.
But we will be.
When's that air?
That's gonna drop Monday and Tuesday of next week, because we got to edit it all down. But we just dropped the Michaela Mayer, which is causing a firestorm. That's why Alicia was here, because she spoke and she told her truth, and boy, she went off too. So yeah, we got a lot of shit to edit, but I promise it is coming. So thank you guys. I hope you guys tune in at Best Women's Boxing. Shit, I don't even know my stupid Instagram, because we have so many. No, it's really hard, because Best Women's Boxing Show. That's our Instagram. Twitter at Best Women's BSP. So you can drop us a tweet, tell us, whoever you want, and just get ready, because we starting up some, you know what? We don't start shit. The ladies come on here and they say their shit. We just we edit it, post it, and send it off into Twitterverse, and they respond.
The Twitterverse.
Yeah, because these women have something to say, and you know that, guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they talk more than the men.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate
Thank you. Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you so much.
Absolutely.
For the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive, from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.